Oh guys, what a day, what a day! This is a historical day with a historic reissue Gibson. This has a long name, let me read it. Gibson 1957 Les Paul Goldtop Darkback Reissue VOS Gibson Custom 2022, so the absolute latest model with the finish what's called double gold, and that sounds beautiful. That sounds like $1 million already, and I've just told you the name. So stay with me. I'm going to unbox this beauty, check every little details, every little nuances as usual, and I'm going to plug it into my Mesa Boogie Mark 1 amplifier and play some demos for you. Are you ready? Let's open the box now. You know what, guys, this is really a special day, really a special moment for me, because it doesn't happen too often when I can buy a brand spanking new Gibson custom Les Paul. These costs a lot of money, serious amount of money, but Gibson spent so much time in the last few years, a lot of R&D went into it. They spent so much time in making this product, making this guitar really a really special one. So since 2015, when they launched the True Historic series, these are absolutely second to none reissue models. Even the plastics and everything, they just closer and closer to the original 1957. I checked many videos when people compare a latest model reissue to an original 1957, 1958 or 59 Les Paul. So when they compare the original old school model to the new vintage reissue or historic reissue guitars, and for my ears, there's always a difference for the older model, but not that much. The older models, the original older 1957 guitars, those cost like a house in the UK, like 300k, and that sort of unpayable money for a normal average human being. While these are expensive, but around 4 or 5k you can buy a brand new one. So this is a brand new 1957 Gibson Les Paul Custom. Mamma mia, what a day! And the finish is called double gold. What sounds like music? Sounds like music for my ears. And I'm so bloody excited because it's a big day for me. It's a big day for me. It's a big celebration. Are you ready, folks? Are you ready? just one more thing before I open the case. You know what? It was really a fucking tough year for me as a musician, and that's probably for all musicians on this planet, unless you play with Paul McCartney, Adele, or one of the big cats. If you are just a normal average musician like myself, this was a fucking tough year, and the last one was a tough year as well, and I had to work my ass off just to keep everything, all the bands and all music, just to keep on going. You know what? And because I worked my ass off, and because I made this ultra hard period a successful period, this became a great year for me. By the end of the year, I can say this was a great year financially, and also all sorts of things. I had to work at least 3 times harder than normal, than in normal times. Brexit, COVID, fucking hell. Even since COVID, the news is absolutely full of shit. Nothing else, just the news just bomb people with bad news, and that affects our industry very much, because if people are scared of fucking invoices, bills, and sicknesses and viruses and war, You know how many and what. So if these things happen, people just rather stay at home and they don't spend money on tickets and luxury items and things like that. So you know what, it was really hard. So I had to work at least 3 times harder than at normal times. So this is kind of celebration for me, buying a guitar. So I bought this guitar for myself just to celebrate this shitty period what I went through successfully. So are you ready? Let's open the box. So real, absolutely real first impression is coming. I tell you what, it's double gold Gibson Les Paul Goldtop 2022 model with the dark back. Are you ready? I am ready. Are you ready? I am ready. Come on, you beautiful. First, I just open the case a tad and smell the motherfucker. Sorry for being a guitar pervert, but that's who I am. Oh, the smell, you know, the Gibson Nitro, the Gibson Vanilla smell, that is something special. That is really something special. No other brands can reproduce this smell. Come on, Goldtop. Oh, hello. Oh, just hello. Oh, just hello. Oh, just say hello to Rolly. You just call my name. You just called my name through the internet pictures. When I saw you listed, I thought I gotta buy you. So here you go, folks. Oh man, this is first fucking impression is the weight. These guitars, I used to have a few of these. These guitars were ultra heavy, but this is very fucking lightweight. What the heck did they do with it? And look at the color, look at the double gold finish. This is really lightweight. This is one piece selected for weight. This is specially selected for weight, this one piece body, and it really did the job. They really did a good job, because this whole thing is very lightweight, and this has a big neck, big chunky neck. So one piece body, non-chamber, non-weight relief, obviously the custom shop models like that, and then the bigger neck, and it's still probably, I gotta say guys, probably the lightest custom historic Reissue models I've ever noticed. This is very lightweight. Let's start with something unusual. Let's scale it. So 3.8 kilos or 8.7, 8.67, 8.65. So okay, let's call it 8.7 pound. That is the lightest for me. The lightest so far what I ever had. And it has this beautiful badge. Can you see this new badge for 2022? It says 17th anniversary. I don't take these things too seriously, because every year it looks like an anniversary for something for Gibson and Fender and PRS. Okay, first strum, let's hear it. This sounds like in tune. Nice, and I love the dark back finish, guys. The dark back with the how do you say, with the gold top and the white binding. What a classic motherfucker you are. Oh, serial number 7213. That's 13. I was born on the 13th of October. This is a special guitar. I never bothered buying or choosing Tom Murphy aged Les Paul for an extra 2K. You know who is going to age my guitar? Or what is going to age my guitar? The same thing that ages my face. Life and adventures in life. So I'm going to take this beauty out on. I'm going to take this on the road. We're going to have a lot of gigs in 2023 all around the UK, in big theaters and even in an opera house in Buxton. So we're going to play in some beautiful venues, big stages, big turned up amplifier, no digital for me, still just guitar, a wah-wah pedal and the cable. Even the wah-wah pedal doesn't have an adapter, it just runs from a battery. I don't even have a tuner pedal, I'm just going to use a clip-on tuner. So I've got the simplest signal chain in the history of guitar playing, probably. Guitar cable through a wah-wah and straight to a Mesa Boogie amplifier, and that's how I'm going to play the next year, all the shows next year, and I'm going to take this beauty with me. It's a good advice for you guys: take celebration seriously. If you have something to celebrate, if something positive happened with you, and I celebrate everything, because I try to be as positive as hell, because you know, nowadays you just got shit from everywhere, so you need to compensate it. That's how I compensate it. I try to find special positive moment and make them big. And be happy with them and celebrate them, and then things like that. That's very, very, very important, because shit happens and you have to compensate it, otherwise you're gonna be a miserable motherfucker. So here you go. Let's see what else it came with. It, first of all, it came with another switch tip, and this has this beautiful certificate. This, everything smells good in this case. Les Paul standard 72 13 46. Mamma mia, what a guitar! What a guitar have I just bought! Historic collection, Gibson custom, all sorts of things here. Oh man, this is a big one. This is a big moment. I tell you what, folks. Let me plug it in. I turn on the recording software, tune up the guitar, I double check the tuning, and I play some demos for you. So stay with me. I've just taken the guitar out from the case, tuned it up, grabbed this one cable and plugged this guitar straight to this boogie amp. No pedals, no effects, nothing, just straight to the boogie amp, and played some Carlos Santana inspired licks for you. Hope you like them. And the guitar plays so well. I really admire these new frets. These are narrower and taller, so more vintage, but taller, so it's still very bendable. So those bends, those big massive motherfucker bends, just came out easily. Good high fret access. Yes, so beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Rolled fretboard edges, obviously. The pickups sound very articulated. This is another first impression I picked up. Compared to the previous generation, I think these unpotted custom Bucker 3 pickups are much more articulated than the previous generation, which can be good or bad, because when I played some unsynced, some dodgy notes, that those came out much more than with the previous generation, when everything was a bit more compressed, and they just lost in the mix by. But these pickups, they are very honest pickups, so my playing must be much better, and I should start practice more, because you know what, honest pickups going to show the difference and the problems. Yes. So these are two interesting first impressions. Great fretware. I like these new narrower and taller frets. Good pickups, very articulated. When I turned them down, they didn't lose too much presence and top end. They lost a bit, but on a good way. So I think these paper in oil capacitors, whatever. I'm not an electronic engineer. I have no idea what they were talking about, but they marketed these new features, what they installed here, as some kind of bigger new features. Anyway, the guitar sounded really good turned down, when the volume wasn't on 10 wide open. I never usually use the tone or the volume pots wide open. So when I turned it down, I got that beautiful warm, even warmer vintage character what I fucking dig, especially on the bridge pickup. Turn it down, it clears up the amplifier, and it maybe turns the guitar a bit vintage, more vintage sounding one. So that is a good one. That is absolutely a good one. The neck plays absolutely great. So obviously these are bigger necks than the Les Paul standards, but not too chunky. It just played really well. Nothing, I didn't struggle at all. It stayed in tune quite well after a lot of big bends on a brand new guitar. These things are still moving here and there. So this is a brand new guitar, so it's going to be even more stable. But I didn't have any problem with the tuning stability. It stayed in tune quite well. And Gibsons they are not the best one in this, but to be honest, I enjoyed playing it. I didn't pick up any very out of tune strings or notes or anything. Yes, that's another positive adventure. The weight is very lightweight. I never had a problem with the weight of Les Pauls. Les Pauls are heavy instruments. If you want a lightweight instrument, don't buy a Les Paul. But if you want the Les Paul sound, then just fucking live with it. That's the case. I'm so, sometimes I'm so upset when I list a Les Paul on my website, and the number one question is what's the weight. Why is that more important than how does it sound, how does it play, how does it look? Les Pauls are heavy, so few grams, or even just a little difference here and there weight wise shouldn't stop you choosing a Les Paul that looks great for you. So yeah, but anyway, this is probably the lightest I ever tried. Yes, obviously I'm very positive. And yes, and so this guitar comes with me, my PRS Custom 24 comes with me, and my Fibenar guitar comes with me, because I love all three of them. these are my babies, and I'm going to just pick the one what I fancy to play on that night. I just don't give a fuss about it. Anyway, so the guitar played really well and sounded really well, sounded very vintage. How did you like this guitar, guys? Please just let me know your thoughts. Just let me know what you think about this beautiful double gold Les Paul. Mamma mia, what a beauty. Hope you like this video. Bye.